If you clicked on this video, you're probably new to trading. Somehow you came across risk management, telling you to have a predetermined risk before entering a trade. And the problem here is you do not know what lot size to use in order for you to lose a certain amount when a trade goes against you, or win a certain amount when a trade goes against you. Now in this video, I've got you covered, and at the end of this video, you'll be knowing how to count pips, how to read trading views position 2, and finally how to know what lot size to use on any trade. And the first thing I said was counting pips. Now, pips are, like I explained in my previous video, pips basically is a terminology used to measure movement of price. Okay, if price have moved from a certain point to a certain point, they say it has moved X amount of pips. Okay, so let's look at the example we have here. If GBPUSD moved from 1.24441 to 1.24451, it moved 1 pip. So when counting pips, you only take note of the first 4 decimals. If you notice here, we have 1.244. If you count this, after the decimal point, we have 5 digits. Okay, so we're basically saying here that we need to take note of the first 4. The last one is not a pip. The last one is called something else. Okay, so when counting pips, you only take note of the first 4 decimals because the last decimal is a pipet. Now, a pipet is, you don't even need to know what a pipet is. A pipet is a denomination, let's put it like that, of a pip. It's like a smaller pip, very small. Okay, like if you have, for example, let me give you just for example, you have dollar and cents. Okay, cents is still dollar, but it's a smaller measurement to dollar. For example, you have naira and kobo too. I think 100 kobo makes 1 naira or so. So 1,000 kobo is the same thing as 10 naira. So you can say 100 pipettes is the same thing as, you find out. All right, so let's use this example that I provided here. You have 1.24451. Okay, and then since you're taking note of the last 4 decimals, meaning that this last digit here, which is this one, is 0.1 pips, also known as 1 pipet. Does that make sense? Okay. So it is 1 pipet, but then the 5 here now is 5 pips. This one here is 0.1 pips, but 1 pipet, just like the illustration I give the currency, dollar, cents, naira, kobo, that kind of thing. So this 5 here is 5 pips now. If it was 1 here, it should have been 1 pip instead. Okay, remember this is 0.1 pips, but then this is like 1 pip, but the digit here is 5, so it's 5 pips. But then let's go back to where we were coming from. When price moved from 1.2441 to 1.24451, okay, it moved 1 pip. If you even take your calculator and take away the whole number in it now and do the decimal, 2444, okay, let's put it like this, 2,444, subtract that with 2,000, subtract that from 2,445, you just have 1. Same thing here. Okay, but then why this is not 1 pip is because we're just saying this based on each individual number here as we go on. Okay, I think this is clear. But then at simple right now, if we have it that this was 1.1111, this should have been 1 pip, 10 pips, 100 pips, but the digits here are not 1. Unfortunately, we have like normal numbers, 1, 2, 4, 4, 5, 1. Okay, so making this guy here 5 pips. Okay, and then if you move further here, it now becomes 45 pips actually. But if we're saying, supposed that these are all zeros, it should have been 40 pips in total. It's very clear, just pay close attention. You get to understand counting pips. I'll also take it to the charts and see it for yourself, and how to use trading view tools to calculate this pips yourself instead of counting like this. Okay, so same thing applies. If you have this to be 5 pips, and this is 40 pips, and this is 400 pips, this basically is, what do you think this is? Pause the video before I say it, and then ask yourself, if you have this in 5 pips, 4 pips, 400 pips, what do you think this is? If you thought that this was 2,000 pips, you're correct. Don't anything else. If your answer was otherwise, you need to take the video back a few seconds and watch. Okay, and then this here is now 10,000 pips. So this decimal point here is very invalid when you're counting pips. Okay, and then I don't think you ever get to trade anything with 10,000 pips except you're going to be a position trader or a long-term trader. Okay, you're basically going to be dwelling in the hundreds, or yeah, the hundreds. Basically, that's the pips you're going to be rolling with if you be trading. All right. So now let's get some exercise done here. How many pip move is here? I'm not answering this. You're going to answer this now. We have 1.24251. Price moved from 1.24251 down to 1.24451. How many pips is there? If you don't know the answer, you know what to do. Start the video fresh. On the previous exercise here, if you had 20 as your answer, and you're qualified to come over here. If you do not have 20 here, you need to start afresh. Okay. So coming to the lot size. What do you understand by lot size? What do you think a lot size is? Lots is a unit for measuring the amount of volume of a transaction or a trade. This explains the size that comes at the end of the lots. Okay, explains it properly. I mean, that's why we say, you hear traders say lot size. Like, what lot size did you use? It's like, what is the size of your lot? Get that? So it's very simple. You get further explanations on babypips.com. Here, let me show you what babypips.com looks like. I may just leave a link to babypips on. It just basically helps you learn everything about beginner forex trading, terminologies, and on and on and on, a lot of things. It was a very useful tool to me back then when I started trading, but you just can't learn how to trade. It just makes you understand the terminologies involved in the game, right? So lot size are basically divided into three. There are four, and the last one is really not in use anymore. Nano lots, not really in use anymore. Nobody uses that again. Okay, but then we have mini lots, micro lots, and standard lots. Most brokers today in the industry offer standard lots. If you go to your MT4 or your MT5, you have your trades in standard lot size. Okay, mini lots are 0.01, 0.02, 0.03. These are all mini lots. Then when you have the 0.1s, these are micro lots. Okay, standard lots are 1.00. You get to understand all of that around the video. Okay, so I'll show you some trade examples where you can calculate your position size before we come to use this formula that I have here. All right, so we should hop onto the charts now and let's see what trade examples I can come up with. First of all, before we go, because of the fact that standard lots is standard of industry today, I'm not going to be showing you calculations of micro and mini lots. They are not necessary. Okay, they are not necessary at all. And everything we're going to be doing today is based off of standard lots. And although your answers could still be in mini lots, you have a small account size. Okay, if you get to start knowing how much lot size to use, but basically we're just operating based off of standard lots. So let's go to the currency pair GBP USD. We're operating from currency pairs. Let's say we have our analysis done. For some reason, we have an order block here. We have an order block here, okay, and then we want to be taking a short trade from here. Order block here because of break of market structure downward here, and we want to taking a short trade here, right? And then at the top of the order block, we want to have a trade trigger, and then keep our stop loss above here. Now, I'll explain what all of this is. Now, this tool you see here is called a position tool. Let me show you. You can see here long position and short position. So the inverse of this is going to be the short position. Okay, this is long position right now. Now, reading this long position tool, remember I said I was going to teach you guys how to read this. What are all of these figures here and how to understand them? Okay. Now, you remember when I said if you're counting pips in currencies, you take note of the first four decimals. and just like what you see here, you have this to be 0.00 three zeros, 17 and 32, 0.00073, and here you have 2.52, and here you have 0.00184. Now, the information these digits are trying to give to you is this. 2.52 is a risk to reward. Okay, meaning this here multiplied by 2.52 is going to give you this here. So basically, what it means here is we have risk to reward to be 2.52, 1 to 2.52, right? 1 to 2.52. Okay, let's take out the 2 and then make it 1 to 2.5 as our risk to reward. Let's make this bigger. Let's make this bigger. 1 to 2.52, and let's say you have $20 of risk to put on, and now you want to risk $20, 20 USD, $20. Pay close attention, okay? Now, in this $20, what this basically tells us is if you risk $20, if this trade goes against you, you lose $20. And if it goes in your favor, you make 20. You make 20 times this. You make 20 times 2.5, right? 20 times 2.5 is about, I think 50. I think it's 50. So, because if it's 20 times 3, it's going to be 60. If it's 1 to 3, it's going to be 60. So it's 50. All right. So now, meaning that if this trade goes in your favor, you're going to be losing. You're going to be winning what now? $50. Okay. Now the question is, do you know that this is your risk to reward? This is your risk in amount. But then, how many pips do you then have here? And then, what other information does this offer you? Now, you don't really need any of this. Okay, this just tells you that, okay, you're going to be making 18.4 pips in profit. Okay, and then your loss area is 7.3 pips. So what that basically tells you is this. Let me bring out all the information that this thing gives us. I'll write it out now. So the information this gives us is our stop loss pips, is basically 7.3. I show you how I got the 7.3 right here. Okay, it shows us 0.0073. So if you take the first 4 decimals, you see that it's 7 and then 0.3, 3 pipettes. So 7 pips, 3 pipettes. That's what this means, 7.3. All right. And we have our risk to reward, RR. Okay, that's the abbreviation. RR is what now? 2.5. 2.5 R. Okay, 2.5. That's all you need from this guy. And then what you need to then add again is your personal risk. The personal risk, which is $20. All right, there we go. $20. So this information is all we need from this guy. Now remember that this is all before we enter the trade. Okay. So let's take all this information and go to our mirror app or a whiteboard, whatever. I just like to call it mirror. Yeah. So we have risk amount. To get our lot size, the calculation is risk amount divided by our stop loss pips, all divided by $10. Now let's solve that and see what we have. Risk amount is $20, like we stated earlier. Code that I think is helping me with this drawing. And the stop loss pips was 7.3, right? 7.3. 7.3, and all of that is going to be divided by 10. Makes sense? Very simple. Now, you should have your calculator to do this because you want to be trading, you don't waste your time. I'm just going to grab my calculator and solve for that right now. So 20 divided by, what do we have here again? 7.3. 7.3. We have it to be this. Okay, 2.739. And then we divide that again by 10. Okay, so we have 0.273. Since your lot size is a standard lot and it's just 2 decimals, so your what's it called now? I need this to be thicker. I don't know why it's this light. Still know what I want. Know what I want either. Is this better? This. I think this is okay. I think I've gotten what I want here now. Solid. This is all we'll be wanting all along. Okay. Thank you. This makes a whole lot more sense. Let's erase all of this and then write it out again. Okay, so what we had was $20 of risk. This even makes it easier for me to write now. $20 of risk, and the stop loss was 7.3. And then we're going to be dividing all of that by $10. By $10. Forgive the writing. Just focus on what you need to learn. Right, so what we calculated on Google Calculator, we had 0.27 to be our lot size. That's 0.27. 0.27. I'll do many more examples, okay, so that you guys get to understand exactly what this is all about. Okay, so 0.24 basically is what you go to your MT4 now and type in as a lot size. It's very simple, but you may wonder why $10. I'll tell you that. Let's go over another example, just two more examples. Now let's say we have, let's just guess now, we have our risk, we have risk to be $15. Okay, $15. This is too slow. I just need to be this guy started now. Okay, so let's say we have our risk. Risk could be $15 here. Our risk to reward. You don't basically know your risk to reward. What your risk to reward helps you know is how much you stand to make. Okay, that's why I taught you how to calculate this guy. It helps you know, okay, how much you stand to make. And I'm risking $15. If our risk to reward is 3R, that's 1:3 risk to reward ratio. It basically means that you're going to be making 3 times your risk. So 3 times 15, that's like what now? 45, right? So let's say our risk is 3R. Stop loss is 10 pips stop loss. 10 pips. 10 pips. It should be small. Okay, now let's take this information back to mirror. This is everything I said again. 10, 3, 15. Okay, so the formula says risk amount over stop loss pips divided by 10. Our risk amount 15. This 15 is getting too large now. 15. What again now? Stop loss pips. I think we said we're going to use 10 pips stop loss. Okay. If you're doing this math, remember always divide by 10. You don't have a calculator with you. I think this is quite simple to calculate, but I'm not going to do that. So that was what now? 15 divided by 10 divided by 10. So 15 divided by 10. That's 1.5, and then divide that 1.5 by 10 again. That's a 10 under. Divided by 10 again. So 0.15 is your lot. So 0.15. 0.15. 0.5, whatever. Okay, it's just doing something like that. So yeah, now there are variations to this, and you would ask there's no need to do the third example because it's quite simple and straightforward. Okay. Now there are variations to this, and you probably ask me why $10. This is because $10 is the amount of one pip move if you're trading with one lot size. Let me give you an instance now. For example, let's say you open your MT5 or MT4 and you take a trade with one lot size. If price moves one pip forward, you'll be in profit. Let's say you take a buy trade and price moves one pip forward, you'll be in profit of $10. If it moves one pip downward, you'll be in loss of $10. If it moves two pips, you'll be up $20. Now that is very, very important for us to calculate our lot size, because our lot size now is for us to be able to know how much we want to lose when this trade goes against us. Alright, so if we have $20, can't be using one lot size. Come on, you want to lose $20. The same your stop loss is 2 pips exactly, or 3 or 4 pips. Good. So that is why we're using $10. That's where the $10 is coming from. Now, these calculations we've done here so far, if you notice, is GBPUSD that we did this on. So these calculations we've done so far applies to just USD based pairs. Let me give you a list of the pairs that this applies to. So this applies to any pair that has USD behind it. It could be GBPUSD, it could be GBPUSD, AUDUSD, NZDUSD, GBPUSD, Great British Pound, US dollar, Aussie dollar, AUDUSD, Australian dollar, NZDUSD, New Zealand dollar, and versus the United States dollar, right? So I'm not just guessing. So those of you who think so. Okay, let's read what we have here. Everything said above applies to only USD based currency pairs, XXX USD pairs, like Euro USD, GBP USD, AUD For pairs like USDJPY, USDCAD, GBPJPY, okay, this G, that's UJ, UCAD, GJ. This is the approach. Now you take that $10 in the formula, this $10 here, this $10. You take this $10 in the formula and convert it to the base currency of the currency pair you want to be trading. Let's say you're trading USDCAD. You have to convert $10 to 10 Canadian dollar and then solve. Alright, so let's say for example you're trading USDCAD, okay, USDCAD, this pair. Okay. Let's say you're trading USDCAD, for example, right? And you're taking a buy on USDCAD, taking a buy on USDCAD, and clearly shows here that your stop loss is 14.9 pips. 14.9 pips. So understand that your stop loss is 14.9 pips. Now, the first thing you need to do, first thing you need to do is do this that I said here, convert, not here, not here, convert it to the base currency. Convert to the base currency. Now, what is the base currency? Let's go back to USDCAD. Now, the base currency in USDCAD is the Canadian dollar. Okay, in GBPUSD, let's go back to GBPUSD. In GBPUSD, okay, good. GBPUSD, the base currency is the USD. Aussie USD, the base currency is USD. NZDUSD, the base currency is the USD as well. So the base currency is the currency that comes after the quote currency. So you have AUDUSD, GBPUSD, NZDUSD, GBPJPY. The last currency pair, the last currency, not a pair now, both of them are called a pair. The last currency is the base, the first is the quote. So you're going to basically be converting to the base currency. So if you're converting Canadian dollars, you want to convert 10 USD to CAD. So you basically just go to something like Google. I think that's like the best tool. 10 USD to CAD. okay, and then you have 13.68. So in your own equation, you're now going to be doing, we had a 14 point stop, so you have 14 over, no, not 14 now, you're risking $20, and then you're going to be dividing that by your stop loss pips now, which is 14.9 points. Okay, and then instead of dividing by $10 now, you're dividing by what they said the conversion rate is, 13.69. 13.69. 13.69. If you do the maths, whatever this gives you becomes your lot size. Right, why is this thing flying to the heavens? Whatever this gives you becomes your lot size. Alright, simple as that. So same thing with JPY. You are trading what other pairs here? USDJPY. You go quickly and convert 10 USD to Japanese yen, and it gives you what? Are you serious? It's crazy. 1,580. There. So basically, it gives you 1,580 Japanese yen. I don't know people who trade GJPY. I don't know how they do it. I really don't know how they do it, but I don't like the pay at all. So if you have to trade GJ, that's what you have to do. But then aside doing all of these calculations, I told you guys before that they are like on baby pips. There's a position size calculator too that helps you calculate this, but I don't like to rely on them. And exactly why I don't use them is that they only calculate for currency. I don't trade currency pairs. I trade indices. You can see on my charts here. This is NASDAQ. This is what I trade. If you go back in time, you see that okay, this is what I trade. But I don't recommend this for people who are coming in new, because there's a whole lot more understanding to do about this. Although my next video is going to be teaching position size calculation for indices, but I don't trade currency pairs. And the major challenge I had when I was trying to switch from currencies to indices was knowing how to calculate my lot size, because these position size calculators online never had it. So I had to formulate my own formula at the time, you get, and I've been using it till now. So at the phase of formulating the formula for indices, I just formulated for currency as well, because people, a whole lot more people trade currency than even the indices market, right? So yeah, that's it. So I believe I've done enough justice to knowing how to calculate your lot size, and I'll basically just do a recap of what it takes. So if you'll be watching this video, I think it's either you take a screenshot of this. Let me erase all of that so you have something clear to take a screenshot of. So you either take a screenshot of this, or you do what now? You just write it out. Okay, just write it out. It's very simple. Your lot size is the risk in amounts in USD. Now, one thing you say, if you're trading a bigger account, like a 10K account, a 20K account, and you want to risk 2% of your account, how do you now go about it? You may be asking. Now, your 2% risk, you bring that to monetary amount, not percentage. You bring it down. So let's say you want to take, you're trading a 10K account and you want to risk 2%. 2% of $10,000 is about $2,000. No, $200. It's about $200, right? So now you then take the $200 as your risk amount. Okay, if you want to be using the percentage, just complicate the whole thing and fuck yourself. Alright, so it's best you bring it down to monetary figures, then work with that. So it's very simple. You don't need to be writing all of these out. If you want to place a trade, pick up your phone, most likely go to your calculator. If you want to risk $200, 200 divided by your 10 pips stop loss, and whatever that gives you, divide again by 10. If you're trading other currency pairs, divided by 12 or 13 or 9, whatever the USD to your base currency exchange rate is, and it's just that simple. So I believe you have enough insight on this. If you want to watch me trade live, if you want to see my trade calls, I drop free signals on my free Telegram channel as well. And if you have any questions, drop a comment and I'll be answering to each and every one of them. For now, that'll be all.